Good evening and welcome to Candidly Krystal. I'm Crystal Pino, and as you can see, Crystal Stark is not here. It's just me. Whoa, I hear something. Crystal actually has a performance tonight. That's why she can't be here. Instead, I have the honor of having our top contributor, top entertainer, co-hosting with me tonight. Please welcome singer, performer, entertaining, and comedian extraordinaire, Nick Gallardo to Candidly Krystal.
Una poca Gallardo.
Nick, welcome to the show. You're in a different role this time. You are co-hosting with me tonight, so welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
It feels good. I've got my music stand with all my notes here, so I make sure I don't crazy fast or anything. It's good to be here. I feel the energy, even from Krystal, who's out in Green Valley or something like that, right?
Yeah, she's performing an Aretha show tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. Did you ever, during Christmas, sometimes they'll get Aretha Franklin's face and put it on a wreath, and then you get Aretha Franklin's.
I need to do that this Christmas. That's brilliant. Well, as everybody knows, this is our weekly lifestyle and entertainment show. We kick back, we chat about what's happening in the world right now, what's happening in our lives, and of course, we want to hear from you and introduce you to some amazingly talented guests, and that's no different tonight.
That's right. Tonight's guest is going to cause your mouth to water, and she's going to share some amazing Valentine's ideas with you. She's the owner and head baker of Sydney's Sweet Shop right here in Tucson, Arizona. Sydney Adams is going to join us tonight.
Love it. Can't wait to have her.
However, before we go any further, let us do our wind down word of the day. There it is. All right. This is my first time doing the wind down word of the day. Ironically, I don't drink, but I do tonight because we're going to party. So, for those of you who don't know, the wind down word of the day is a word that y'all come up with. And then when we know which one it is, we pick it. And every time we hear that word during the show, we have to take a sip. That's right, Sarah. It does look like a fun night because I've got myself a lot of vino to go.
Woo! Marie, that's a fun word for a wind down word of the night. Woo! Marie on Facebook.
Woo!
That's the excitement. Oh, we should do it like that, though. Only when it's like that.
You have to see it. You have to see the word.
All right, Nick. So while we're waiting for people to put those in the comments, and you can do that on Facebook, Twitch, you can do it on YouTube. While we're waiting, I want to make sure that I thank and welcome everybody who is watching the rebroadcast of the show. We appreciate you so much for coming back and checking our show out. And at any time, you can check up past episodes at candidlykrystal.com. And wherever you're at, like us, subscribe to the channel, and join us every single Wednesday because it's just going to get crazier and more fun. Right? For your first night hosting, Nick, what would be an ideal wind down word that you'd like to hear for your first one?
Wow. I mean, for my first wind down word, I mean, this is just me coming up with my own.
Yes.
The first word that comes to mind is flagellum.
What is that?
It's a science term, but it would make sure it's a science term I learned in 7th grade, and I think it's somewhere in your brain. I know it's in your body somewhere, but it would tell me that people were actually paying attention to the show because if you flagellum. I don't know,
flagellum.
or maybe just candid, or showman, or first time, virgin.
That would be a fun one and very ironic to drink to, let's be honest. Yes, I almost forgot, and I can't forget. We're also doing Valentine's Day shout outs, kind of like we used to in middle school. You remember you passed the note in between? It's like, do you like me? Yes or no? It's kind of like that, but we're adults now, and it's you don't have to circle anything.
I do apologize. I have to interject because there was one in the middle for the faint of heart. We had a yes, we had a no, and then there was a maybe there at the bottom. Did you ever have the maybe option?
That sounds like a lot of mind games for middle school, if I'm being honest. Maybe?
I'm just saying.
How do you even treat a maybe?
if you got to shoot your shot, you got to get it all there right there. You know what I mean? Because maybe in putting maybe, you're setting up all the options, saying, you know what, this guy's really got it together. A maybe offering you the chance to be like, hey, listen, hold on, let's go out on a date, maybe walk by the ocean, have a minute or two, and then we'll move on up from that maybe up into the no or the yes.
Maybe. And then at the end, really what you're thinking is, are you going to sign his yearbook or not? Because that's really the drama that was happening in middle school at that time, right? Like that was relationship drama in middle school. It's like, he's not signing my yearbook this year. It's not. This in this generation, it's much, much different. 2021, the middle school drama is much, much different than it was, I think, when we were in middle school.
I agree. I think the biggest cop-out when we were in middle school was having somebody write, keep in touch, have a great summer. Because if that's all you got from your friend at the end of the year, it's like, come on. And now they're talking about selfie mishaps, and this got posted on the internet. And it's just, these kids are like 12, right? I'm sorry.
Does it make you want to check in? Does it make you want to check in with the ones who said stay cool and just let them know I did in fact stay cool?
I did stay. Hey,
Thank you for your well wishes.
I bought Ray-Bans at the age of 30, so just for all intents and purposes.
Sarah on Facebook said maybe. See, I'm not alone. Yes, no, maybe. It should be tiny, like fine print at the bottom.
That's what it was. It wasn't just maybe. It was yes, no, maybe so, because it was kind of like you're still coalescing them. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of rhythmic, and it's like it's all feeling fun. But I remember on Valentine's Day. Let's go throw it back just a little bit more.
Okay.
It was fourth grade, Tolson Elementary School. I was in Miss Guillen's class. It was Valentine's Day, and I had a girlfriend for the first time. Shout out to Jeanette Vasquez. How you doing? My girlfriend's in the other room. So
hey, Jeanette.
Yo, what up, Jeanette? No, and I remember getting like an envelope of those carnation hearts, the one that everybody notoriously does not enjoy. Like
loves.
Like getting chalk in your mouth. But I remember throwing like as many as I could in an envelope and sealing it shut and like beelining it like a soldier to her table, because all the tables sit differently, right? And just dropping the carnation hearts right in front of her and just being like, feel so gratified. And then the next day, I got myself a teddy bear from the lady. So it worked.
A nice exchange. A nice little exchange. So innocent.
It was a beautiful exchange. And then I went and saw her before we go later with my mom and dad, of course. There's nothing better than going to watch your girlfriend while your mom and dad sit right next to you. But I think I'm 9, so like, what do you do?
Right?
Anyway, yeah,
true that.
Yes.
Well, Valentine's is sort of special to me for a different reason, because I decided that I was going to get married on Valentine's Day. Now, before everybody's like, oh, that's so sweet. There's a story, okay? I was 7.5 months pregnant, large Marge, and I thought, if we're going to get married when I am this huge, it better be romantic. And we got married in a courthouse on Valentine's Day. There's my husband. We look like babies. We really do.
They were married when they were 13.
I just had the biggest carne asada burrito. That's why my stomach is so big. That is not a child. That is just after my big dinner.
your husband looks like he was like a junior league baseball coach or something like that. He's getting ready to walk onto a field, just throw some sunglasses and an Oakland A's hat. Man, he's ready to go.
He might. I'm just saying. And then this is our little family.
In the same way.
Also, another reason why we decided to get married on Valentine's Day, because technically, according to traditional standards, we did it backwards. We had the babies first before we made that commitment. And that's why I decided it. So it's my anniversary, Nick. It's 7 years on Sunday we've been married, and it's 15 years together. And that day was special for us because we look back at it and we know our youngest is in my belly, and it's a good day for us. It's a good day.
You could see the gleam in your eye come back for that story too. How wonderful. By the way, I'm a product of doing it backwards as well. I was 4 when my parents got married, and it was such a surreal experience being able to walk down, the line. It's kind of like there they are, like they're getting married.
Yes, my girls were involved in everything too. From the proposal, they had the sign that said, "Will you marry me?" And my youngest had a rose. Like, they've been involved in all of it. And like I said, I know it's not the traditional way, but it totally worked for us. And it gave us definitely a big memory. So happy Valentine's Day. That's my shout out to my husband and, of course, to my babies. Nick, you got a Valentine's Day shout out you want to do?
As a matter of fact, I do have a Valentine's Day shout out. There is a lovely lady, the love of my life. Her name is Samantha Cormier. She lights my fire and kindles my desire. I wrote that. That poetry. She's in the next room. I can hear them talking, actually. Anyway, I just want to say thanks, babe, for putting up with me. You're fantastic. Oh, there she is. Look at that fantastic, beautiful.
Gorge.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you, yeah, that was actually at an online photo shoot for a little online series we were doing.
Really?
Yeah. So
it's a cute picture. I love it. She gives me Taylor Swift vibes. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. That would be the first, but I'll take it. I'm sure she would. I'm gonna have to let her know after this, unless she's watching it live.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to her too.
Happy Valentine's Day to her, absolutely. But I also have one more lady in my life that I have to let y'all know about. And I apologize. I'm just going to say it. But her name is Penny. And I want to say happy Valentine's Day to you, little girl. Oh, look at her. We have so many good pictures of her. It's ridiculous. And it's hard not to look at her as Valentine. So
what a beauty. I love it. I love that you gave her a Valentine's Day shout out too. I hope you get her like one of those puppuccinos or some ice cream or something on Valentine's Day to show her.
I think that's a good idea.
Your overly commercially saturated holiday love.
Here's some sugar. Here's some cream and whipped sugar. Enjoy, honey.
I love it. Well, we're all caught up. We've had a chance to talk about everything. I say it's time we jump into the Kiki Corner.
Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Lock the door tight. Let's have a Kiki. I'm going to let you have it. Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Turn. Let's have a Kiki. We're going to turn. And get it.
Oh.
That's the peppermint.
Oh, I like this. Sarah has a wind down word that she wants us to do. Wind down, heart, Cupid, desire, even maybe. Should we do maybe as the wind down word of the night?
Maybe we should.
I actually kind of love that. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let me get it going. Hang on. Wind down word is going to be maybe. So we needed to do that before we jumped into the Kiki Corner. So it's official. Whenever you hear us say that again, thank you, Sarah. Yes, whenever you hear us say that again and you hear that sound, you hear that little sweet, sweet harp sound.
I wish I would have had one of those ribbon dancer things, because then we could have used the ribbon dancer for added effects and glitter.
I would love to see a ribbon dancer performance from you, Nick.
I actually do. I do a ribbon dancer performance. It's a 13-minute medley, but it's the songs actually aren't musical, so you can't hear them. It's just me doing silent rhythm dancer for 13 minutes.
It kind of reminds me of like Napoleon Dynamite when he was doing his thing on the stage. I mean, we had Jamiroquai music with that, but he was getting down.
Yeah, no, that was I appreciated that because it was a good usage of Jamiroquai, but also I think it was inspiring to contending ribbon dancers out there. Those of us, those ribbon dancers like myself who take it seriously. I think it was a big deal. It was inspirational for all of us. I
think so too, and I'm being absolutely serious when I say I would like to see it.
Okay, we're gonna mark this moment right here to know that maybe somebody wants to see a ribbon dancer sequence, and maybe there's a show that it could pop up on. Who knows? When the time is right, maybe a little ribbon dancer gift will fall into your lap.
Wait, you said it again. You said maybe. All right, so let's jump into this. Now, rumors have been swirling that Shailene Woodley is the woman that Aaron Rodgers was referencing during a virtual appearance that happened during the NFL Honors broadcast. Now, I know this was this past weekend, but it's a big deal because is it true? He talked about 2020 happening so fast. It's an honor to win this award. It was crazy, filled with growth. And then at the end, he tries to sneak in, I got engaged. So everyone is wondering if he was talking about his girl, Shailene Woodley, he was previously dating race car driver Danica Patrick, and Shailene was last linked to rugby player Ben Volavola. Volavola, that's a cool name. That's a wind down word. Volavola. But is it true? I don't know. We don't really ever see them together. Both are very, very private. But I'm curious. Are they now engaged?
I wonder if she considered the fact that her name would be Shailene Volavola. Because that enough to me is like, you know, like that could ruin an acting career in itself.
Vola, 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 vola. Yeah. You could have some fun.
I'm Shailene Volavola. It's nice to meet you.
What if I'm saying it wrong?
I don't Volavola, or maybe there's a more eloquent, beautiful way to say it. But one thing that I'm picking up out of all this is that there are 3 professional athletes and 1 actress. And so maybe it's because she's a different breed. She looks a little bit more kind and less aggressive, I think, than the natural athletes who are always like, go get it and go get it. And she seemed, maybe they have a really good dynamic that they're working out together. I know that she's probably consoling him from their poor NFC championship loss, because that was a tough pill to swallow. I'm not a Green Bay fan, but I was watching and it was tough. We all know how the rest of it went after that. But anyway, I kind of feel like no matter who he dates, Aaron Rodgers is in a good boat, and I feel the same way about Shailene Woodley. You know what I mean? I feel like she doesn't need to worry about anything. So I'm just excited for the both of them. If they find a genuine relationship, good for them.
Get it? Mm-hmm.
Right.
Totally agree.
Check this out. Ashley Benson and G-Eazy are going their separate ways after nearly 1 year of dating. Come on, 1 year. Think about it. Think of all the beauty you could have kindled in 1 year. You gave it 1 year and you're already gone. Benson has unfollowed him on Instagram.
Ooh, official.
So that's, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was like the official thing. Like, you're unfollowed, boom, thank you, next, you're gone. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. And Benson got together with G-Eazy after her split from Cara Delevingne. Was that correct?
Oh, yeah, that was a great job. And then, you know, G-Eazy separated from Halsey. They had like a back and forth, and then she recently announced that she's expecting. So maybe he's sort of realizing what he lost, and I don't know. I'm making all of this up. I have no idea what kids go through in relationships nowadays, because I'm telling you to get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn with my kids. I feel like none of those people have to worry about it. I think they're all going to be okay. But maybe they're doing it, just to kind of get back to each other.
Oh, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Halfway, are we even 15 minutes into the show yet? I don't even know if I'm able to get through this.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to get a fill up. Something else I was sort of like excited about. It's bittersweet. We're hearing Christina Milian has joined Starz' Step Up series. Well, the sad part about it is that she's replacing the role that was played by Naya Rivera. Now, as we all know, Naya passed away last year in a tragic boating accident. When asked about the role, Christina said, "I know I have massive shoes to fill. Naya was incredible. I hope to honor Naya, her family, friends, and fans with a great performance." And we're hearing that the series creator and the executive producer behind it, Holly Sorensen, said, you know, Naya's death was a terrible loss to our world that we will frankly never stop mourning. It was almost impossible to consider there could be someone so graceful and loving who could both help us honor our loss while also bringing a deep reservoir of talent to our show in so many areas. Christina is an exceptional human and dazzling performer, and we are so happy she has joined our family. And I can't even imagine. That's a lot of pressure. You're an entertainer. Imagine filling the shoes of an entertainer that you thought was amazing, but also passed so tragically.
I agree. Those are tough shoes to fill, and I think that we as people have the tendency to put all of our energy on the one thought when it's okay for people to do, you know, like maybe she was the role for the second, but hold on, I'm making a conscientious effort to not say that word, because that word, all I know is that I feel she's going to do it justice with respect. I think what she said was very graceful and a beautiful way to put it. Let me jump on to, though, I almost steamrolled right over this. In Atlanta, Tyler Perry is teaming up with LinkedIn for a series called Conversations for Change, a content community and discussion series created to drive engagement on racism in the workplace. Perry serving as a guest editor this week. Perry told Variety, I wanted to be part of LinkedIn's Conversations for Change because there's so much that is going on in the country that we need to talk about. I'm going to say that sentence one more time. There's so much that is going on in the country that we need to talk about. The word conversation means a dialogue between people. And in dialogue is where you find all of the truth, all of the pain, all of the nuance, and where you get to the heart of what's really affecting so many of us. How beautiful that is. I did a little research, and I've seen a few Tyler Perry movies, and I found out that it's a common knowledge, but the Tyler Perry has Tyler Perry Studios, and it's a 330-acre lot in Atlanta, Georgia. And I thought it was cool because we're here amidst Black History Month, and he's employing all these incredible actors. The thought of any one person creating their own studios, to me, is just unbelievable. So the fact that he, I know that he's had help, but to know that there's a complete different studio in Atlanta, Georgia, where they have great tax breaks, and that's why a lot of people film there now. That's but just to know that he's doing that for so many. I'll applaud that.
I think so too. And I think the fact that he is a Black man in America doing this, and you see the movies and the people that he's bringing on set, to me is like, finally representation of what is real, finally representation of what is in our real life, of what we see every day, which is not just white people, Caucasian people, it's people of every race, of every gender. And I love that, because if you research what he's done, this is huge. And I hope that it continues, and it's voices like his and the people that he also elevates. That's who we need to hear from, because I think a lot of it comes from supporting other people. One person I follow on Twitter who I love is Ava DuVernay, and she is always giving back to up and coming talent. And that is so important, because we've talked about this before. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And you could be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't know the right people, you're not going to get introduced to the right people, right? Like, if you don't know the right people, you don't know what you don't know. So for me, I think it's fantastic. And we need to do more to elevate the Black voices, the BIPOC voices, Black, Indigenous, people of color's voices, especially in the entertainment world, because representation is so important. I mean, just come on, guys. It's 2021. Let's keep pushing it forward, I
think we're doing it. I think I agree with you. I love all the words that you're saying, and I think that this is our year. And when I say our, I mean BIPOC. Regardless, though, of race, I think it's nice just to continue encouraging everybody around, because then it's just like, we raise like a ship. But it's wonderful to start seeing a close, I wouldn't say it's equal representation, but that it's nice to see that there's a refreshing new wave of talent that we're seeing that we haven't seen.
We're getting there to where it's not equal, but we're getting there to the point, and I hope it doesn't take 50 more years. I hope it takes a year, 2 more years for us to really open our eyes. Like, I want everything that I consume to be representative of what my real life is. And my real life is a variety of people and genders and sexual orientations. That's real life for me. And I know it's real life for a lot of people that I love and I care about, So totally getting off topic in the Kiki Corner, but I'm just saying.
That was poignant. That was nice. I'm just kidding. I was like this at the end.
Well, that was your entertainment stories. If you ever want to join us inside the Kiki Corner, look right there under Nick. You can see it. Send us an email, candidlykrystal@gmail.com. We would love to bring viewers in to join us inside the Kiki Corner. Share some of this Hollywood gossip. Sip the tea with us, because it's one of our favorite things to do.
Let's have a Kiki. I want to have a Kiki. Lock the door tight. Let's have a Kiki. I'm gonna let you have it. Let's have a Kiki. I wanna have a Kiki. Turn. Let's have a Kiki. We're gonna serve.
Yay! It's time to bring our next guest onto the show. I am so excited to welcome her here. She is so amazingly talented, and we've got a lot to talk about. She has her own business right here in Tucson, and oh, there she is.
Sorry. I don't eat my own product all the time.
Lies. Please welcome Sydney Adams. She is the owner of Sydney's Sweet Shop here in Tucson, Arizona. Okay, I have to know, what were you eating right now? Which pie flavor was that?
Our chocolate cream.
Oh, yum. Marie on Facebook says yum.
It's silky smooth, chocolatey. It's my number one.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Well, we are so excited that you're joining us. Of course, we are trying to elevate more and more small business owners. And of course, being Black History Month, we want to bring Black owners onto our business to tell us about their businesses and why it's so important that we recognize and acknowledge you and bring you to the forefront. So first of all, Sydney, welcome. I hear you are a proud Wildcat graduate. Is that right? You graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree just a few short years ago?
Yes, I did. And it wasn't in baking.
I was just about to say, how do you go from a Bachelor of Science degree to pies? Tell us about that.
Well, when I was in college, even in high school, I always envisioned myself having a career in healthcare, whether it was going to be sports medicine, and then it was dental hygiene, and then it became nursing. I always wanted to help people in some way, and I thought it was going to be medically, not filling you with pie.
Yeah, and that's what Maria on Facebook said. The chocolate cream is her favorite too. Oh, look at that.
Oh, Maria. Oh my gosh.
How's it to see people shouting out about the wonder of your pies in real time?
Yeah.
It's surreal because, of course, I know and my family knows how wonderful these pies are. And I've grown up, eating them for the longest time. I mean, the crust in itself is flaky and tender. So to know that many people other than my family are enjoying them now is crazy. Tucson is enjoying the pies that I grew up with and now I can make myself.
Let's get back to your family. Let's get back to your family real quick, though. Your grandmother, who taught you how to bake the pies, was known as the Pie Queen, right? She even once baked a special pastry called Pat's $100 Cake. What's up with that?
The $100 cake. So back in Illinois, she was actually nominated by her hairdresser for this contest. And it was for the Texas sheet cake. She submitted it to the paper. And she won a cookbook and $100 for this cake.
Wow.
This cake is large. And it's called Texas sheet cake because Texas is huge, right?
Yes.
And this cake feeds 24 people. So it's the cake you want to make for a grand party. You want to feed a lot of people and make Texas sheet cake, always.
Or Krystal might show up. It's either enough for 20 people or 2 sugar fiends.
Yeah, the two of you.
Oh, look, we got a viewer question, Sydney. Marie on Facebook wants to know if you ship outside of Arizona.
At the moment, I don't, but that's definitely on my list. I have lots of people that want to, send pie to a loved one across the state. I'm working on it, I swear.
There's so many hoops that you have to jump through to send things through different states. So I totally get it. I understand there's a process behind it. Speaking of there being a process and everything, Sydney, how has it been running your pie business during COVID? Have you been okay? Have you had some dips? Tell us about that experience.
You know what? We had our grand opening October 1st, and that was a fantastic day. Of course, I had friends and family and supporters along my journey show up that day. But of course, we had new people. I guess this space that we're leasing used to be a bakery. And in the past, it's always been something that's, had food come out of it. So every day that we were open after our grand opening, people were like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're here. We needed something like this in our community. And I'm like, well, I am happy to bring it to you. But we had a great grand opening day. And then the next month was Thanksgiving. So, I rallied my team of my dad, my sister, my mom, my fiance. I mean, we were, I don't even know how to explain it. It was so many orders for Thanksgiving, around like 400 for this new small pie shop. And then Christmas was fantastic as well. People loved what they got for Thanksgiving and wanted to order more, told their friends, told their family. And it's just continued the support and the love for my small business from what it was selling pies at a farmer's markets and now having my own brick and mortar. I have those same people that used to order, or I used to take pies to their house. They followed me here.
I love that.
Yeah, and I've told other people about it. This entire neighborhood absolutely loves the fact that I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm here too.
Oh, that is amazing.
How many, let's say, per day of pie making, what time do you wake up? How many pies can you make in a day?
Well, I naturally wake up early, and so does my dad. So my dad and I are the pie bakers here at Sydney's Sweet Shop. And we are up at least, 4 or 5 in the morning, getting here, prepping. Usually on the weekends is when we make our pie dough. So we dedicate our Saturday and our off days to, doing the grueling part of the business, which is lots and lots of pie dough. So when we come during the week, we're able to, fill our different pies how, they're selling throughout the week.
Yeah.
But we have one commercial oven. I mean, it's one on top of one another. But I can make about 120 in there at a time. So, for Thanksgiving, there was no sleep for at least 3 days.
I bet.
So I was really worried. I mean, we were up, I think we went home one night at around 10 o'clock, slept for 2 hours on the floor, and then we were back at midnight, turned on the ovens. I mean, I don't even remember that day.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you're just tuning into Candidly Krystal, we are talking to Sydney Adams. She is the owner of Sydney's Sweet Shop here in Arizona. You can see her address, her website on the screen, sydneyssweetshop.com. You have me talking about all these pies, and I told you that I am a dessert fanatic. I will eat dessert for every meal. I'll have it before my meal. So I want to hear more about these pies. What are some of your favorites? What are some of the fan favorites? And let's get into these flavors that you provide. Tell me what the fan favorite is and what your favorite is.
Okay, well, fan favorite. Well, gosh, we have a variety of pies. So we make fruit pies, cream pies, and our specialty pies. As far as fan favorites, this community has surprised me because they absolutely adore our key lime pie. I mean, it's been raved about on social medias, on Yelp, on the Nextdoor app, and people come in specifically for that pie. It's just the perfect, tart filling. It's smooth and it's refreshing.
I was actually going to ask you about your key lime pie because in my opinion, really, really good key lime pies are hard to find if you're not close to an ocean. I don't know. Maybe it's just my preference, but my best key lime pie was in Florida. And I have never forgot the taste of that delicious pie. So I was going to ask you about that and what your take on it was. Now you have me wanting to try one of yours.
You really have to. I mean, it's a very simple recipe, but we actually, I think what people would want to know is we actually freeze it. So we freeze that lemon flavor along with our, whipped cream that's folded in. And when you have it, right out of the freezer or even 10 minutes, it just packs this cool lime punch. And I think that's what gets people.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I want to know what one of these pictures is because I feel like these flavors are just flying through the screen. What flavor? It looks like it's a mixed berry, maybe?
Yes, that is our mixed berry pie. Now that has, this picture was taken by the lovely, the Gons, Maria
Oh,
and
yes.
Brian.
Maria's been on the show, and Brian. That's awesome.
Yes. So this pie has raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries.
Raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Nick, will you take a look at that? This is one of those times I wish like television was scratch and sniff.
That is unbelievable. Oh my God.
We got another one too. This one, these are both fruit pies?
Yeah, so on the left, you have a tart cherry pie with a lattice crust. And then on the right, we have our Dutch apple pie with a crunchy crumb topping.
I love a good apple pie, especially when it's warm and that crumble is just delicious.
I can't even. I'm in a pie heaven right now. All the pies that you just put up. Do you do a multi-pie? Like where I can get like small slips of each pie in one pie?
I don't do that, but I do offer multiple, slices. All of our slices in the shop are only $5. So what most people do is they come in here and they'll get one of each. They're like, I'll take 12. I'm like, okay, coming right up.
Wow. Yeah, what a great thing. You could package a dozen, bring them right over when the time is right, or send some over to your friends down the street.
Yeah.
How convenient to get delicious pie in the neighborhood.
Yes, and most people here, I had one person, like, religiously once we opened. She came in to buy slices for, like, her neighbors. It was like every other week I would see her.
That's a really nice thing to do.
Yes, it is. And they're already packaged up, so it's not like you have to cut one yourself and then serve it to somebody.
It's just ready. You've pulled out all the stops. You've done all the thinking for us. Come into the shop, grab a piece of pie, go to heaven. It's that easy.
Yes.
So
when you eat the pie, it's definitely nostalgic for a lot of people. Pie is comfort food. Yeah.
I 100% agree.
I've heard it described by another baker the same way. It's that you can sometimes you can have a gajillion pies made by a gajillion famous people, but that pie will never be as good as your grandmother's because it brings the warmth in that thing. So nice to know for some kind of nostalgia in just a slice of pie. Not just a slice of pie, excuse me, in a wonderful slice of pie. Sydney, we did a couple Valentine's shout outs earlier. Do you have anyone you'd like to send a Valentine shout out to?
My fiance, Andrew.
Yes.
He would rather have, a heart-shaped, tacos in a heart shape. Oh, there he is. But he will be getting one of my sweetheart pie boxes. That's what he doesn't know.
I love it. So, Sydney, let's tell our viewers how they can get their hands on some of this deliciousness. Obviously, because a viewer asked the question earlier, you don't ship outside of Arizona. But if you're in Arizona, how can you get your hands on Sydney's Sweet Shop pies?
You can most certainly call us at the shop here. We are open Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesday through Friday, we are open from 12 to 5, Saturday 10 to 4. You can always order online as well and select a date and a time to come and pick these up. We don't offer dine-in, of course, at the pie shop, but you can always pick up something to go.
And I was going to ask you that when you walk into your store, how does takeout look? I can take slice by slice. I can take whole pies with me.
Yes. So what we sell here at the pie shop, I'm right in front of my case. We have whole pies for sale. You can buy pie by the slice. You can get our 5-inch pies as well. You can order those as a 4-pack. We like to offer that as a variety. We have a 3-inch size as well. And if you only want to take home half a pie, we can always half it for you too.
Oh,
that way you're not having to commit to the full one.
But I usually do, and no judgment. Okay, that is my me time, if you will. One thing I wanted to ask you too: do you have cakes? We keep talking about pies. Do you sell cakes too?
On Fridays and Saturdays, we have what we call the baker's favorites. So since I'm the baker, I will bake recipes that I have, made growing up and that I love. So I have slices of Texas sheet cake available and my carrot cake as well. That's a wonderful recipe.
Yum.
So
Wow.
those always change typically every week. But the staples that everyone loves and always wants them back is Texas sheet cake and the carrot cake. But sometimes I could have a bar or, a cookie, fudge. Those are really popular over the holidays.
And Sydney, go ahead. No, Nick, you're first.
Do you have any rhubarb pie?
Oh.
No, sir. We've already gone over this. We bake all of our pies seasonally. So, during the fall, we'll bring out the sweet potatoes, the pumpkins, our layered pumpkins, our pecan. During the spring, we'll bring out our peaches, our rhubarbs, blueberry peaches. So there's something for everyone every time.
My mouth's watering, literally. Woo!
I'm gonna plug up my computer really quick.
Sure. I already told you, Sydney, I'm going to be visiting you soon because I want to check out this deliciousness that you have going on. And if you want more information, you can always check out Sydney. She's on Instagram. Her website is sydneyssweetshop.com. She's also on Facebook at Sid's Sweet Shop. And of course, if you want to make one of those custom orders or get more details, you can call that number that's on the screen, 520-777-7133. And we were actually talking about this because Valentine's Day is this weekend. Sydney has a Valentine's special going on right now. You can get a pair of Valentine 3-inch mini pies nestled in a super cute blush pink box. Now, you updated the deadline on this, Sydney. Tell us more about that.
So our Valentine's Day special, gosh, people have been ordering them like crazy. So in this little pink box, you can have the option of Dutch apple, cherry, mixed berry, chocolate cream, coconut cream, banana cream, key lime, and our newest flavor, peanut butter bliss.
Oh,
so you can have any two of those in this box, and they're only $6.
Wow, that is a steal. But when do they need to order it by?
They need to order it by tomorrow. Now, the thing is, these have been tremendously popular. We already are up to 180 orders. So if you want to grab one, I know I already got some right now on my phone. More orders are coming in during this broadcast. So if you want to order a pair, please do. I may have to cut off the ordering very, very soon. So please let me know if you want to order some.
So don't wait, is what she's saying. If you want to get your pies for Valentine's Day, you need to do that now. And Sydney, all the pickups will be at Sydney's Sweet Shop on Tanque Verde. And that is going to be on February 13th. That's right, starting at 10 a.m.
Yes, February 13th is also my grandmother's 90th birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes. So she actually won't be here at the shop with me. She usually comes here and there every single weekend. But at our house, actually, we're going to have a drive-by little celebration for her. So we've invited a bunch of friends to come drive by the house and, drop off cards or balloons. This is a great milestone for her. And I'm so excited that she's able to see me continue her legacy. And I want her day to be very special on Saturday.
Oh, I love it. Maria on Facebook says, happy birthday, Pat. That is sweet. Oh, well, Sydney, we want to thank you for coming on Candidly Krystal. It was a special night, not only because you're on the show, we have our guest host, Nick Gallardo here, and I am going to be seeing you probably not only very soon, but very often, because if I can find the sweet treat to cure my sweet tooth, I am all about it. So,
well, you will fall in love with these, I assure you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
They're crafted with love.
I love it. Well, thank you again. Here's some more info. If you would like to get your hands on some of these amazing pies, make sure you head over to sydneyssweetshop.com. And again, it'll be on there. You can find it on our social media pages as well. We've got all the details up. Again, thank you to Sydney for coming on the show. I don't know about you, Nick, but like my mouth is watering thinking of some of those delicious flavors.
I've got a mad game plan for Valentine's Day. I'm like, I'm gonna double up on one of the boxes and then do a slice apiece for each family member. Drop it on the doorstep. Peace out. Dang.
You better get your order in soon. You heard Sydney. You better get your order in soon. If you want them, order now. SydneySweetShop.com. She had me a peanut butter. I heard her say she has a new flavor, peanut butter. That's like my sexy word. You say peanut butter and I'm like, oh.
It came out. She said it, and it's like slow motion, just like peanut butter. Like,
oh man, she's amazing. I cannot wait to try it. So.
How wonderful to know that the response is so overwhelming too. I mean, what a great problem to have. Like, if we only have this many pies left. Get them in. Go there. Get them, because I know there's probably. I think I have 10 accounted for myself right now.
That is literally why we do this show, to highlight small businesses that we want to elevate in our community, because it's so important that now more than ever, we support small businesses. And even past the pandemic, you have to continue to support these small businesses because they're our neighbors, they're our friends, they're our family members, and they thrive and they live off of our support. So yeah, show some love.
Beautiful.
Nick, I don't know if you're ready for this.
Uh-oh.
Of course, people, if you're just tuning into Candidly Krystal, you know Krystal Stark. She is not here tonight. She has a performance, an Aretha performance.
3.
And 3, you're right. So we have asked one of our top contributors here on Candidly Krystal, Nick Gallardo, to join the show. And when we were talking about ideas for this show, we realized Valentine's Day is not for everybody. Some people downright hate Valentine's Day. Nick created a segment that we like to call Valen Crimes.
Oh no! Over bars. Thank you very much. I did community theater and an acting class for 1 year. These are pantomime bars or suspenders. I don't know.
Or maybe it's a drink.
Oh, I'm missing a cow. So yeah, Valentine's Day isn't for everyone. I was thinking, I was like, Valentine's Day is already disputed by some, blah blah blah. But what if people just don't like it, or what if there were a few people who were just so very unlucky on this exact day? So we gathered a couple stories that we found on the internet, which means that they're all true. And we're going to give you a couple of the highlights for some silly crimes or just some petty crimes that happened on Valentine's Day. In 2015, a gentleman in Little Rock, Arkansas, believe it or not, this is going to be a good one, bought out he rented out a movie theater, and for every Valentine's showing that was being showed, he rented out every single showing and then bought every other seat. So nobody could sit together. So he didn't buy the showing, but he bought every other seat to every showing of the thing. So nobody could go and sit together at this beautiful romantic comedy that was happening. And man, how bitter do you have to be to do something?
Bitter or creative?
Or creative.
I mean, just to watch it unfold. Okay, let's be honest. You go into a movie theater, you see that the seat next to you is taken. No one shows up 20 minutes in. You're moving over. You're not waiting.
Yeah. And the
so
thing
really, he wasted his money, but I can respect the petty. That is a petty I can respect.
And in this day and age, buying every other seat, you're almost doing somebody a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for distancing for me for when I go back to the theater. Like, I know now we're at least 6 feet apart. That's really, really great.
Wow. Well, my Valent crime. This story, this actually kind of makes me laugh, and it's to nobody's surprise, a Florida story. In St. Petersburg, Florida, a group of thieves made off with thousands of dollars in Victoria's Secret merchandise. They actually left hundreds of Floridians without anything to wear during the second most romantic night of the year. First is obviously the night of spring break. Come on, let's be honest. That's when you want your Vicky's Secret. Listen, but again, I can respect the petty on this.
I mean, I'm just thinking of the first most romantic day being spring break, like when you have a bunch of 18-year-olds vomiting all over each other and passing out on the side of an ocean. It's like there's nothing that says romance like underage drinking and partying, right? Yeah. Wow.
Incoherent speech.
Incoherent.
So romantic.
Oh, it's so sexy. Wow. Making what was probably her worst Valentine's Day ever, a woman was waiting for the bus in Glendora, California, when a purse snatcher ran by. Do they even have purse snatchers anymore? Wasn't that like in the 70s or something? Okay, so purse snatcher.
No, it happens.
It happens. Okay, so when a purse snatcher ran by, grabbed her and drug her along the sidewalk for 30 feet before her purse straps broke, freeing her. What's most impressive is that the woman held on to her purse for 30 feet. That's pretty athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be surprised if she just got up and beat the guy up because 30 feet is quite a distance to hold on to anyone's purse. And props to the maker of the purse. I kind of got to know who made the purse now because that's kind of an indestructible thing. Or maybe they could say like past 30 feet, good for up to 30 feet of being dragged.
Do you want to hear a funny purse snatching story? And it's not funny. I mean, it is funny now that we know everybody's safe. My aunt was holding my cousin on her. You know how they hold the babies on you? Mm-hmm. My aunt had my cousin attached to her and was walking, and a guy ran past her and tried to steal her purse. My aunt took off in a full-on sprint with my cousin on her chest. She caught up to the guy. She beat him up. And she took her purse back.
You don't mess with the Pinos. It's that easy.
No, it was amazing. That was my Aunt Kathy. And we talk about this. And of course, we laugh now because we know that she's safe. But I can see her. She is so feisty and intense. I can see her with my cousin on her running like, oh, really? Not today. You got the wrong one.
What I want to know is, did the baby get any hits in? Like
some baby kicks, a little bit of baby kicks.
Sorry, I have been doing yoga, but I can't get my stretch in. I'm wearing my tight pants right now, so
I have another amazing Valentine crime. This one taking place in Portland, Oregon. A swinging couple, and yes, you know what I mean when I say swinging couple. They ended up in jail after their very intense role playing ended up getting them in big trouble. So what happened? The cops arrived on the scene responding to calls about a woman who was bound in the back of a car. I mean, that's kind of scary, right? You see that. The first thing is to call the cops, not to check on your swinging neighbors. They found 26-year-old Stephanie Palsner naked and bound. As callers had said, she was able to confirm that her and her boyfriend had simply been role playing. Take it out of my mouth. This is not real. This is fake. They were arrested and charged with disorderly conduct, another Valentine crime.
I will say that Valentine crime sounds a little bit like a Friday night to me. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to go there and take a couple risks. As long as there is a safe word, then maybe nobody gets hurt. You know,
like maybe. You said it twice. We get it again. That's a double.
Oh man, woo! I'm feeling it. All right, well, let's close this thing out. A Phoenix inmate. Oh, Phoenix, here we go. Okay, a Phoenix inmate escaped from prison by climbing 2 walls and crawling through razor wire in order to meet his sweetheart for a romantic Valentine's Day. She was waiting at a Coolidge saloon and grill about 35 miles away. He was arrested without incident when he arrived. What a devil of a day and a doinker of a dork. I added that. I added that at the end. That wasn't written.
No, that was nice. That was a good addition to your Valentine crime.
Okay.
First of all, I want to know the obsession with women that they have with men in jail. I don't know if you've seen Night Stalker on Netflix, where it talks about that terrible human being of a person who terrorized the state of California and how women were like writing love letters. It made me think of that because it's like, your man broke out of jail to come see you. And there's two types of people where they're like, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I'm calling the cops. And there's the other type who are like, yes, honey, I will have everything waiting.
That hits a little close to home because I actually have a close personal friend who knows somebody who had a boyfriend in jail, and then 9 months later, mysteriously, she had a baby. All I'm saying is those conjugal visits, there's a lot of work to get done in a very small period of time. But no, there's actually, you can use your own imagination, but apparently relationships can work with prison inmates. And
does the stork have to get visitation rights in order for that to happen too?
I think it has to be a written mandate. And instead of getting Valentine's gifts, I think you just get more rations.
We're going to let you have a couple extra packets of Taco Bell sauce. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, a little Taco Bell sauce goes a long way in the pen.
The pen. Already got a nickname.
Give me some packets and a little chili sauce. And yeah, that should just about do it.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our Valentine segment. It is that time of night where we wind down. Yeah, time to wind down, maybe. Cheers to everybody who is watching the show. We are still live on Facebook, Twitch, and on YouTube. If you are watching, subscribe to our channel, like us, and comment along. We're going to have some fun. We all know Krystal Stark is currently performing an Aretha show here in Green Valley, Arizona. So we have a special guest host tonight, Nick Gallardo. And Nick, you are so talented in many ways. One of those ways just happens to be playing some music. Do you mind playing us like a Valentine tune or two?
I'm not prepared for this. I can't. Really? Okay. Well, I think I'm in the area. Yeah, I decided to pick a universal one that's just a nice little ballad, and I'll keep it short and sweet because it's nice to have a little music, but not too much. But this is a song by Sam Cooke that was covered by Steve Miller, and it's for my lovely lady she's in the other room. Maybe she can hear my real voice, but she can't hear me on the radio or the internet or whatever these things are called these days. So anyway, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Please enjoy this, take care of each other, and have a romantic night. Darling, you say me, darling, you say me, darling, you send me always you do, always you do, always you do, always you do. Darling, you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me always you do. First I thought it was infatuation. Oh, how I've known you so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you, to hold you and take you home. You send me, darling, you send me, darling, you send me always you do, always you do, always you do. thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
That was amazing. I'm so glad that you did that for us. Again, that was Sam Cooke, you said?
Yes, yeah. I think that Sam Cooke was the original artist, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I have a pretty good feeling about it. But yeah, just a simple, pleasant song about love goes a long way.
I love it. And you actually brought this to my attention. It's Arizona's birthday. Do you want to sing Happy Birthday to Arizona by chance?
Yes, we'll do the key of G.
Okay.
Oh wait, Arizona which was instated in February 14th of 1912, is 109 years old wow, what do you think he looks like or she looks like?
I would say Arizona doesn't look a day over 45.
I think you're right. Bear down, Arizona, bear down, red and blue, ha 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 ha. Bear down, Arizona, kick the crap out of ASU. Ha, ha. Happy birthday, Arizona. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for giving us the beautiful desert. More, I guess, more freeing politics these days. And thank you that's good for us. And thank you so very much for all of your glorious Mexican food. I think that's probably the most important for me. Yeah.
All this talk of food, whether it's Sydney's Sweet Shop or what you're saying, the Arizona food, because most people who have never visited here have never had the experience of. Let's just focus on Tucson.
Okay.
Tucson's food. They have never experienced this glorious palette that Tucson seems to encompass at all these different local restaurants. What's your favorite spot? If you were bringing a guest into town and they said, hey, you know what, take me to your favorite spot, where are you taking them?
Ooh,
Besides Sydney's Sweet Shop.
Besides Sydney's Sweet Shop, where I'm going to get fantastic chocolate chiffon, banana cream, as well as key lime pie that they serve frozen, so you get a kick right out of the freezer. Ooh, that's tough. I actually have frequented Rollies a couple times. It's right there on the south side.
I like Rollies.
Rollies is anything where you have birria soup is just fantastic.
The birria ramen. That's what I'm dying to try. They have birria ramen there.
Thursdays and Saturdays. Yeah, I actually called because I just wanted to go and get just a pint of like the juice of the just sit there. But like you see like all these YouTube videos of them like dipping tacos and quesadillas and all this juice is dripping down, and
we need them on the show. I'm just saying, we need to have the owner of Rollies on the show. I follow them on Instagram. Maybe you could give us like a quick cooking lesson.
Rolando, come on down. I know his cousin, so that's a start. Hey, let's do some networking. It's funny because it's like Tucson networking is literally just driving down the street being like, hey, you want to do a show?
It's true. It's funny because it's true. So if it were me, if I were bringing someone into town for the first time, and I'm not a native, I'm not from here. I am from Colorado, but someone who's not from here who enjoys the food. I'll tell you the first few places I've taken people. Obviously, Huero Canelo. That's a top spot. Like I literally have never tasted better carne asada than I have at Huero Canelo. Like I don't care what anybody says. They legit have what the sign says, which is the best carne asada around. Oh my gosh. Hang on a minute.
Oh.
We just have a glorious guest that's going to join us.
Hey!
Oh my gosh! How's it going?
Hi, it's good. We were actually just talking about some of the best food in Tucson, and maybe is our wind down word of the night.
Oh, I'm extra classy tonight.
How was your show?
It was good. I literally just walked off the stage, and doing Aretha 3 times in a day is not easy. Let me tell you. At the end, my voice was kind of like, I was but I made it. But I made it through. But I missed all of you guys. And
I was actually getting ready to ask Nick to perform another song for us because he performed one from Sam Cooke. And Nick, I would like to hear another one. We can stay in the theme of Valentine's Day unless you have a trick up your sleeve.
I do not have a trick up my sleeve unless
All right.
give one.
You never know, right, Krystal? With Nick Gallardo, you never know.
You never ever know.
So check this out. I'll play this one because it was my favorite song to play when I was in high school. And it's a love song, and it is actually the 25th anniversary of this band. Their new album just came out. They're called the Foo Fighters. Yeah, right? As a little kid, Krystal loved the Foo Fighters, as you can see on her face. She can't even spell Foo Fighters. Anyway, this is just a little snippet of one of my favorite songs from them. Hello, I've waited here for you ever long. Happy 25 years, Foo Fighters. So how wanted it to be. Night of the red, night of her head, she sang. And I wonder, when I sing along with you, if everything could ever be this real forever. Everything could ever be this good again. Only thing I'd ever ask of you, you gotta promise not to stop when I say when. She sang.
Yay! That's nice. I wasn't sure that was the end. That's awesome.
Just a nice little tidbit.
Do you want to hear a funny story, Nick, about Foo Fighters? My kids laugh at me. When I had just given birth to my oldest daughter. I was unemployed and I was living with my mom, literally in her basement, and she had Guitar Hero. And Foo Fighters was one of the songs that when my daughter was napping, I used to get down.
Yes.
On Guitar Hero, some Foo Fighters.
25 years, 16 Grammys, one Dave Grohl. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Krystal actually, Krystal Stark was just saying that she wanted to sing a song for us as well because after 3 shows, I'm joking.
After
No
3
pressure.
shows, what I want to do is sing some more.
He's not
song
putting
did
you
you
on
have
the
in
spot
mind?
or anything. I know. Please, I would love if you two did.
I don't even know. Hey, this isn't one of those moments, I promise, because I don't even know. Mele Kaliki Maka is not a Valentine's Day song. And that's
Well, did we already sing Happy Birthday?
We did, but we can do it again because he kind of did, sort of.
No, it wasn't official. We more of like a Bear Down, Arizona. So I think that you should lead us in an official happy birthday.
Yes. And the one I like, Krystal, don't give me any of this generic sing at my 4-year-old's birthday party. I want the goods.
Oh,
Girl, hold on. Let me steam it. Okay. Let me give you my fake microphone. That's not fake. Let me turn it on. I should turn it on. No, I won't. Because then the
Scare
audience.
people.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me see. Get some dress in here. Get the dress. Okay. It might be rough. Okay. Happy birthday. Should I do it like Marilyn Monroe?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Arizona. Happy birthday, Arizona. Happy birthday, Arizona.
easy, girl.
Happy birthday to you. 109 years.
You're 109 and feeling fine.
That was amazing. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's what I'm here for.
And I think it's what the state of Arizona needed that it didn't know it needed. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you didn't know you needed that rendition, did you?
Now they can celebrate.
Yes. Now it's a party. Do you like my dressing room? With my
Yeah.
sink?
It's definitely they're doing the distancing is being done right. We can say that.
Yeah. All the rest of the band is on the other one, and I get this one to myself.
Oh, we can go scorpion hunting out there. There's usually scorpions at outside of that auditorium, like right when you step out. No,
I'm going to tell me that.
Look, I know. Do you see Crystal's face? Oh my gosh.
One time I went to get the mail, and I pulled it out, and a scorpion went bop and landed right on my foot.
No.
Oh no.
So watch yourselves when you get the mail in the summer. And then here's me like screaming and stamping at my mailbox. And my neighbor had just come home and he was like, what is wrong with
Is she
you?
okay?
I was like, it's a scorpion. It's a scorpion. And they're like, sure.
Welcome to the desert, honey.
They're closing their blinds. It's like, are my neighbors crazy?
I love it. I love every minute of it. And I also hate scorpions, so I can love this and I hate scorpions and hope that you demolish them the moment that you saw them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty. I think they're dangerous and scary, but they're also pretty gnarly in a good way. I mean, they're like a good icon, like a. You know what I mean?
Are we in the wind down?
We are. We are in the wind down. You need to catch up.
We've got 2 songs. We've wind down. It's Arizona's birthday. A bunch of people
I actually have something I want to bring up. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it made me laugh, but it also made me angry, and I'm not alone. Did you see that Gen Z on TikTok, which I know so many people who just scroll TikTok just to see what people are saying. Gen Z is saying if you still part your hair to the side or wear skinny jeans, you are officially not cool. They were saying all these things where I felt like I was being attacked. Look, I can't look. I'm already originally not cool. Won't go back.
Things are cool because we make it cool. All right.
Wait.
Part your hair. My
Who
whole.
is Gen Z? What is the age range of Gen Z?
I
think
want to
I'm
say it's like 20-year-olds, early 20s right now, and teens. Wow. Thank you for that shot.
No,
They're
I'm not
tight and short.
It's not going to get skinnier than that.
Sit down.
And it's like, come
Hang on, let
on.
me see what Gen Z is. I just Googled it right now while we're talking because I am very curious. What is Gen Z?
Because I'm not Gen X, because I wanted to try out for a game show. And it was for like, no, I'm Gen X. I'm not a millennial. And I was like, this is when I was born. And they're like, oh no.
You're too old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, so I'm not a millennial. I'm Gen X.
I can't even get my hair to go back. So under those guidelines, I'm already a loser. So Gen X or Gen Z is 1990s as starting birth years and the early 2010s as ending birth years. So they're succeeding millennials and preceding Generation Alpha.
They're just going back to wearing stuff that we wore when we were younger. They're all watch. They're going to end up wearing cargo pants soon. That's how it's going to go.
Are you trying to part it in the middle? Fina?
Yes, because I don't want to be a loser.
No. Bring it back. Bring it back to the side. You make it cool.
Yeah, that's a little Marsha Brady. Yeah.
I also have to remember that Gen Z is the same demographic that told you to eat Tide Pods. So we should probably weigh their opinions.
Yeah.
This is like Gen Z.
Yeah.
So which the reason I'm bringing this up, because obviously I'm very furious because I just got my hair cut so that I could part it down the middle. But I'm furious because let's be honest, challenges that they did and challenges we did when we were young are so different, and they have no street cred, and we have all the street cred, and they don't. We say what's cool.
When I was your age, I had to learn how to drive a stick shift car.
Me too. I would drive my stick shift. That was my first car, was a stick shift.
Me too.
And I would talk on my cell phone. I was in college and I got a cell phone my first time, and I was eating spaghetti all at the same time. Dude,
oh my gosh. I had to learn how to drive on a stick shift. My first car was a red Mazda 323 that had a blue door that had been spray painted red and screwed on because the previous owner had been T-boned And my mom's husband at the time thought it would be smart to screw the door on as opposed to maybe letting me open it. So people used to have to do, what was that show with the car where they'd have to jump in through the window? Dukes of Hazzard. People had to do the Dukes of Hazzard in my car.
Oh, wow.
Because it was literally screwed on. Oh, look at, see, Amy, she's on Facebook. Yeah, and the Playboy Bunny is back. I work with a bunch of young folks, and they all have the bunny on clothes and necklaces, everything. See, it's all coming back. Something we did have. Sarah, we had pagers.
Oh my gosh, Sarah. I had a bubblegum pink pager, and like the only person that paged me was my mom, but I thought I was so cool with my pager. Oh my gosh.
I just got a page. Excuse me.
Excuse me, I need to answer my page. Yes, I am important.
This is what I think of when I think of pagers. Hang on, because I'm bringing up the proper
Amy,
song.
We were cool before they were born.
Yeah, we were.
They need to listen to us. I agree.
This is me looking at a pager. Boobs.
It was boobless.
Yes. Goggles, boobless.
304 was another one. Okay. Do you remember that? I know you do. Stop acting like you didn't remember making fun of people like that.
Apparently. Cool enough.
This was totally us in the 90s. Hang on, ready? This would be me in the 90s. It'd be like, hey, you just reached Krystal. Leave me a message at the tone or leave your number with your digits and I'll be back. That was me with the pager. It was me queuing up my favorite song and then making sure you hit me with a digit. Don't hit me with 911 unless it's true.
You hear a jump boogie.
Oh my. I wish I could travel back in time and sing Young Pino.
I was always a fan of the hey, what's going on? Just kidding, man. We do that.
I hate that because I'm the idiot that's like, hey, so I just wanted to
leave a message.
And usually the message is, you son of a bitch. You know, it's you hanging up on them or cursing because they got you.
Hey, the best thing I did recently was to my sibling, the hussy, I lovingly call them. We went out of town and they watched my guinea pigs, right? The dueling guinea pigs. Do we have the graphic?
Yes, we do. Hold that thought.
There's my guinea pigs. My street fighting guinea pig.
Choose your fighter. Peter. Oliver.
They still can't be in the cage together. We had to custom make a divider so they do not kill each other. Anyway, we went out of town and the hussy was watching the pigs and I got back and I called them and I wanted to say like, you know, hey, thanks for watching the pigs. And they got the message and I was like, hey, so we got home and the pigs aren't here. And I was just wondering if you had them and when you were going to bring them back. And then I waited and then I was like, just kidding. They're fine. But they were like, you hussy, I had a heart attack.
The pigs are on the loose.
They're roaming the neighborhood. Yeah.
Look at this new ring light I got. Can you tell?
Yes.
That I got a ring light?
And where did you get that ring light, Nick?
It was really crazy. I actually just found it in the alley. I was walking down and it was like sitting right there and I'm like, free ring light.
I almost got run over by a garbage truck bringing you that light, Nick.
It was a recycling truck, first and foremost. Yes.
I was running too fast to see.
A ring light courtesy of Krystal Stark. I look like Cyclops. I won't move like that. Someone take a wow.
Yeah, you got a third lens. Yeah.
Now we know how to keep. He's like a cat with a laser. All we got to do is put a ring light in front of Nick, and he's like, oh man. Well, we had an amazing show tonight. We want to first off thank you, Nick, for
Thank you.
agreeing to participate in this craziness that we call Candidly Krystal. And we want to make sure that people know how to get in touch with you and find you. This is where you can find Nick. You're on Instagram and on Facebook. Is that right, Nick?
That's right. I'm crazy.
So thank you, Nick, for joining us. Thank you for coming in and hanging with me tonight. We appreciate it. We're very grateful. And we
One
also
more
want
look
to thank,
Wow.
Turn around. Let's see the back. We didn't see the back.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
My body too delicious. Don't break.
You got to do this, Krystal. For your babe.
For your baby. Perfect.
Well, I just
That was amazing.
So I'm going to go clean that up now. Bye.
Wow. Oh my gosh. It was amazing having him on the show tonight.
Thank you so much. I can still hear you. I was just joking. I'm still here. Don't worry. Hey, I really did spill water, though. I was on this bench, and when I went to show you my skinny jeans for the second time, it went
Skinny
over.
jeans are dangerous.
I think Sarah's been waiting for this, guys. Maybe?
Maybe. Oh! Well, if somebody hadn't
You said it again. We sort of been slacking, Krystal. We slacked on the word tonight. We didn't say maybe
That's
as much
because
as we should have.
that's because I work hard to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nick,
Ooh.
I'm surprised you didn't say it. I thought you were going to say for sure. That's what he said.
It's because I felt like you floated it out there on purpose, and I was like, I ain't taking this bait.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay.
I was like, nah.
All right, I remember that.
I
I
know.
remember
She thinks I'm a fool. I ain't going for it that easy.
She's
Anyway.
going to get you. I'm just saying. She'll remember that.
Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is
Rhythm is
gonna
gonna-
get you.
We should have a show
Rhythm.
based entirely off of you guys just randomly singing stuff. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Lionel Richie, all night long, right now, Nick. Lionel Richie.
all night long.
All night.
Oh,
All night.
long.
All night.
Well, jumbo, jumbo.
Oh my gosh. No, it's wait to party. Oh, we go and life.
Krystal, now your turn. Say my name, Destiny's Child.
Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running games, say my name. This is Evan, everybody. Evan, say hi. Evan played bass in the show tonight.
Hi, welcome to Candidly Krystal.
Oh, is this Candidly Krystal?
Yeah, we're live. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
was-
are.
yeah.
I thought that Say My Name was going to shave my legs.
She was describing it tonight, and it sounded very captivating.
I told the audience about the show.
You did, yay!
Or that show.
I did a good job.
Aw.
Yay!
I have a
It.
wedding present for her. I've got to go and give it to her right now because I got to go. So I'm going to do that. Nice
Okay.
meeting you all.
Yes, you too. Bye.
Okay, I'm be here.
I'm gonna be here. Well, thank you again to you, Nick, and we also want to make sure we thank Sydney's Sweet
Yes.
Shop. I'm gonna throw the graphic up one more time in case people didn't get a chance to get all her info. Sydney'sSweetShop.com. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram. Let's move that so you can see everything real quick. Take a screenshot if you'd like. Krystal, we are going this weekend to try Sydney's Sweet Shop. I need
think
some
I
of
have
those
lessons
pies.
till like 12:30, but then after that, I'm free.
She's open 10 to 4, so let's do this.
Thank
Thank you to everybody who watched the show tonight. Oh, what did he say? What did he say?
What?
I said, if there's any left, because they're selling like pies.
Pies are selling like hotcakes.
Yes.
Yes.
Cakes and pies, cakes and pies.
I mean, we could literally go on for another like 30 minutes
We'll be
if we
all night long.
genuinely wanted
Oh
to.
my goodness. What is this?
All right. Seriously, I have to go because I have to eat dinner. So
Okay. So
Okay.
thank you, Nick. Thank you to Sydney Adams. And again, thank you to Krystal for hopping on at the end. This is Candidly Krystal. Like us, follow us, subscribe, and get caught up on past episodes at candidlykrystal.com. Everybody have a great Wednesday night.
Bye.